friend today. Hi Tulip. Do you want to be part of the video today? Hi again, and welcome to A Case of the Jills. So today I thought I would shake things up a little bit and what a way to start. She just gave some of it away, but I thought today I'm actually doing this video right now with a dog in my lap. So I thought I would do this video today to kind of tell you a little bit about me so that you get to know more about who I am, and I'm hoping that my dog doesn't bang into the tripod. Okay, maybe she's gonna keep banging into the tripod. So the first thing to know about me is my name is Jill, as you may have guessed, and funny thing is I don't really like this name. I actually wrote about this when I was in graduate school. Well, we're just gonna keep going. I really do not like my name. You know what it is? I don't like the sound of my name. I mean, just say it over and over again. Jill, 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 Jill. Like gagging or burping at the same time. I'm not really sure. Jill! Like, I don't like it at all. I know that my parents were either gonna name me Jill or Elizabeth. So I guess Jill is better. I don't know. I like Elizabeth, actually. I never get called Jill Ann, except there's just a few people in my life that call me Jill Ann, and it's usually my parents when they're mad at me, as in, Jill Ann! You know, I get that a lot. I had a boyfriend that called me Jill Ann way back in the day. Okay, next thing to know about me, let's number them. Why not? Okay. Number two thing is my birthday is April 10th, so that makes me an Aries. I do know that the Aries is the baby of the zodiac signs, and apparently the Aries are the ones that are like, you know, the biggest goofballs, or they throw temper tantrums, or they're really headstrong, or I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's me. I don't know. Let's just leave that one where it is. I was born in Providence, Rhode Island, and Providence is the capital city of Rhode Island, which is the smallest state in the United States of America. It's so small that most people don't even really know it's a state. Is it an island? Is it a road? It's neither. It's a state. It's small. It's stupid. That's all I know. I am lucky enough to have lived in so many places all over the United States and also all over the world, which is pretty cool. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I lived in New York City, which was amazing. I lived in Brooklyn, actually, when I lived in New York City, and I worked on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. This was an amazing experience. I love New York. I mean, who doesn't love New York, right? I also lived in Florida. I lived near Palm Beach. I actually lived in Palm Beach Gardens. Palm Beach is an experience, that's for sure. I also lived in California in a town called Woodside in the Bay Area. That was pretty amazing. I actually just moved back from there about a year ago. It was super cool. I had trails outside my door. It was amazing, and California's unforgettable. I also lived in Boston. I actually went to college in Boston. I went to graduate school in Mexico, so I lived in Guadalajara, Mexico. I also lived in Spain for a little while, and I also lived in Puerto Rico as well. So with all of this travel, yes, I do speak a few languages. Hablo español, and you can leave me messages in Spanish if you want to. Also, parlo italiano, so you can leave me messages in Italian too. Guy outside talking really loud in a super crazy Rhode Island accent right now. I really wish that you can hear it. Okay, since I talk about running a lot, you're probably like, what does this girl know about running? What does this girl know about anything, actually? When I was in high school, I played soccer. I was actually the goalkeeper on our soccer team. I also played lacrosse in the spring there. So in the process of being an athlete, you know, you're always running. You're running laps, or you're running drills, or you're doing all kinds of stuff. So I always ran. So I was not the fastest runner ever. In fact, when I played sports, I kind of always knew that I was going to be one of the slower people on the team. Because I knew that, I spent a lot of time in the summer just training. So I would go for runs by myself in the summer. I knew that it would help me out when we got back to the season, and I was expected to run laps and keep up with the rest of the girls. But I actually started running in earnest. I've actually never been to earnest. 18 years ago. So I've been running in one form or another for 18 years. Started running in my early 20s. I was a smoker. I went to graduate school and I did what all graduate students do, which is get very emotive while they're writing their thesis and hunch over a typewriter and smoke a lot of cigarettes. And yes, I do mean typewriter. I was living in Mexico at the time, and my boyfriend and I at the time, who ended up being my husband, we're gonna get to that. It was actually February 28th, so it was the, leap year day. We were sitting in a bar, and I had several empty glasses from several margaritas sitting in front of me, and a half a pack of cigarettes in front of me because I already smoked the first half. And I looked at him and I said, I really have to change my life. And he said, okay, do you want to start running? And I was like, yeah, I do. We got up the next morning and started running, and it was the worst run I've ever had in my entire life. It hurt so bad, my lungs felt like they were liquefying and going to run out of my nose while I was running. I told myself I would never repeat that pain, and from then on I stopped smoking and I just started running. As you may have seen at the beginning of this video, I have a greyhound. Her name is Tulip, and I adopted her. We adopted her, and we adopted her from a place called Greyhound Friends in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. I'm gonna put the link for them below, because if you're at all interested in greyhound adoption or anything about it, or if you become as obsessed with greyhounds as I have become, you might be interested in finding out a little bit more about the good work that they do there to rescue these greyhounds from pretty terrible situations. She's actually sitting next to me. Let's see if I can get you to see her. Hold on. So if you have any questions about greyhounds or greyhound adoption or what it's like to live with the cutest little stinky fur ball there is, just ask me below in the comment section and I will be happy to answer any of your questions. As I previously stated, I was married at one point. I got married when I was 25, which is basically an embryo. If you ever listen to Auntie Jill here, don't get married till you're 30 or 40. I basically was just too young, and I was divorced after about 3 years. I am in the relationship I've been in right now for 5 years. If you ever listen to Auntie Jill here, don't get married till you're 30 or 40. I basically was just too young, and I was divorced after about 3 years, and I am in the relationship I've been in right now for 5 years this weekend. This weekend is our anniversary, and I'm very excited. There goes Tulip again. Okay, so let's finish this up because I'm getting even annoyed with myself. Okay, so let's see. My favorite food is probably apples. My favorite drink is an Aperol Spritz. Oh my god, they're so amazing. Oh, look what I have here. A little bit of Aperol. I will leave a link where you can find a recipe for an Aperol Spritz below. Only if you're 21 plus in America, sometimes. If your parents are home. Okay, I'm getting nasty, stripy sunlight right here, so I'm gonna make this quick. Favorite music is probably anything Mauro is working on. Favorite movie, I don't really know, but I do know that the other night while I was explaining to Mauro what The Sound of Music is, how do you not know what Rodgers and Hammerstein stuff is? I don't even know, like, who dropped him on his head? Raindrops on Roses, people, get with it. We watched the trailer and I started crying. I'm not really sure what that means. I might just be getting old, or maybe I just have a thing for Julie Andrews or Pinafores. I'm not really sure. I did cry. Wrapping up. Other things just to know about me: I eat chocolate every day, I drink coffee every day, I'm a little bit messy. I always forget to ask you to give the videos a thumbs up, to like and subscribe, but I hope that you do that here. I am very interested in having you comment and tell me what you think about the videos, and also what other kinds of things you want to maybe know about me, or what other things you want to hear about. Okay, so that was entirely silly. I hope you enjoyed Tulip, and I hope that you enjoyed the Aperol, and maybe that you will have the desire to watch The Sound of Music at some point, and maybe you will help me figure out a way to say my name that doesn't sound like a burp. Oh yeah, please like and subscribe, and like and thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!